Okay, I'm ready. Are you ready?
No. First,
Highlights. Okay, you heard the lady. You guys got to see a glimpse of what we're going to talk about today, and if you read the description, you probably know that it's about Kawah Ijen.
Kawah Ijen, active volcano in Java Island.
Yep, in Java Island, so that is just west of Bali. Actually, not too hard to get to.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I mean, really, all it is you got to find transportation up to Gili Manuk and hop on the ferry for
20 minutes.
Yeah, 20 minutes, and the ferry's cheap. Once you get there, you know, for us, we had transportation arranged by Grand Harvest, and so they took us right to the hotel, and that only took, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes to get there, and then we were about an hour away from Ijen.
Yeah, Grand Harvest, that's resort in Java. Yeah, location is near Kawah Ijen, maybe 1 hour driving.
Did I just say that?
I repeat it,
Okay.
in case.
Yeah. Okay, good. It's always good to repeat for retention. First of all, Grand Harvest is pretty cool in and of itself and the surrounding area. Plus, we've been searching around Bali for, like countless days for perfect rice fields.
Perfect rice fields, and we were expected to see them in Ubud,
Yeah, of course.
but it wasn't season.
No, and even on the way up through the west coast of Bali, up to Gili Manuk, there's a lot of really like true authentic rice fields up there, but none of them were as perfect as the ones at Grand Harvest. I mean,
That's true.
It was absolutely phenomenal. You guys can see from the video that the rice fields were absolutely perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah. But not the highlight of our trip.
No.
So what you can expect is to get up at about 2:30 or stay up, I don't know, however you want to do it, 2:30 a.m. and head out to the base of Ijen Volcano. And then you're going to probably start your ascent at maybe 3:45, something like that. For us, it took us about an hour to get to the top.
1 hour hiking.
Yeah, about 1 hour hiking. But
you can use taxi, local taxi,
oh yeah.
and get there.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's gonna be faster or slower.
I really don't know. To tell you the truth. I mean, the taxis are they're hand carts, and that you can pay a guy to take you up a portion of the way, and then they'll stop and make you get out, and then you have to pay for another taxi. Unless you arrange that up front, like I want to go to the top, then they'll give you the take me to the top price. We didn't do that. We like the workout. I'm guessing most of you guys probably like the workout too, but it's available if you want it. One reason why you might want it is because the hiking isn't over once you get to the top. Because the main attraction and the thing that Kawah Ijen is probably most well known for is
Blue fire.
yeah.
At night you can see amazing blue fire. But I mean, if you're gonna use tour, they probably will give you masks but it's really important. You have to have mask to protect your lungs
Yeah.
from sulfur.
Yeah, because it's a sulfur mine. I mean, that's what it is. It's about, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes of a hike down, like a pretty rough hike. And then you get down there and the smoke is just billowing up from the heat of the volcano and from the sulfur and from the blue flame. And it's like pretty caustic stuff. You definitely want to use a mask. And most of the tour guides will bring masks for you. I didn't see anybody without masks except for
Miners.
the miners.
Unfortunately. And yeah, please be gentle with miners. Let them go first.
Yeah, I mean,
because
you'd be
they
super
carry
courteous.
super heavy baskets.
Yeah,
with sulfur.
they're carrying between 80 and 100 kilos
Per
trip.
trip.
That's like 220 pounds for the guys that are bringing the heavy stuff, just in these 2 baskets.
It's crazy.
And you know what they get paid for that? They get paid 1,400 rupiah for 1 kilo, which is the equivalent of like 10 cents a kilo for 2.2 pounds.
I bet it's one of the hardest
Yeah.
works in the world.
Yeah, well, they only live to be, on average, like 50 years old. And because it's just, I mean, a brutal life. So, if
But-
you're going to do like photos and stuff, which you should, do photo or video like we have in ours, give them a tip. Give them, 50,000, what? That's like $3. And that's like a whole trip for them. That's like half day's work. And
You save their day.
yeah, and their family, and I mean, it's a big deal. Or they even have little souvenirs you can buy. They're little sculptures that are made out of sulfur, which they're pretty cool, like a
Yeah.
cool takeaway, and something that's great to help out the community.
True.
So, after you've seen the blue fire, the adventure's not over yet.
Be ready for amazing, I hope,
Yeah.
amazing sunrise.
Yeah. So once you get there, if you got a pretty steady pace, which you want to have, you'll be down at the blue fire. You'll take your pictures, and then you'll get out of there. Because what you want to do is you want to hike back up. Tell your guide that you want to go to the sunrise and Ijen viewpoint, which is going to take you up even farther and around the rim. So you're going to go probably 500 meters, maybe 700 meters around the rim, and along the way there's the famous like tree. If you see any of the Instagram pictures of the kind of like really cool textured no leaf tree,
Dead
with
tree.
dead tree. Yeah, I wasn't gonna say it. The cool textured dead tree. With the Ijen. It's a lake. It's a lake, right?
It's Sulfur Lake.
Sulfur
it's
Lake.
the biggest in the world.
Biggest sulfur lake.
Yeah.
I actually did not know that. So I'm guessing you don't want to swim in it.
No.
No.
I don't advise.
You told me another stat about that too. That wouldn't your body like dissolve in like 20 seconds or something like that?
Really quick.
Yeah.
Really quick.
Yeah. So you don't want to do that. As beautiful as it looks, but makes for some great backgrounds of pictures from the tree. Then you want to keep walking. There's a rim point where you can see sunrise off in one direction, and then you can see Ijen on another direction. We actually had 2 cameras set up when we were up there shooting into Ijen for the sunrise, and then we were using the drone for all of the other sunrise stuff. And it was hectic up there that morning, trying to like get all the gear. We even had our buddy Max with us, another filmmaker, and he was trying to capture footage, and he had some electromagnetic interference at the volcano, and
Bad accident.
drone crashed and burned. Our amazing, phenomenal guide, I wish I knew his name so I could refer him, but he risked his life to go and recover that drone for Max. That was pretty cool. Like, Max was literally holding on to, like, I don't know, it was like a scarf or a blanket or something like that, and the guy was like scaling down basically this
When I
straight up
saw
and down
that-
cliff to try and recover this thing.
I couldn't believe my eyes.
Yeah, it was insane. He got the drone, and would you believe it still worked? All he had to do was switch the propellers. It was unbelievable, really.
But in case if you lost the drone, don't repeat this.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah, because we've heard the bad stories, how people try to go down. Oh no, they tried to take photo from the main viewpoint.
Oh, too close to the edge.
Yeah, and unfortunately.
Yeah, be careful. They'll give you enough rope to hang yourself for sure. But you can get some amazing pictures, and it's not super dangerous as long as you're careful. So what else about Egypt?
On the way down, you can see amazing landscape.
Mm-hmm.
Still.
Yeah, because you're usually above the clouds, so you can see like some really cool, some of the sub-volcanoes kind of poking out from the clouds. And then, as you're hiking back down, I mean, I'd say the views are okay on the way back down.
Okay.
Yeah, I give it on the way back down. I mean, but after the epic morning that you're going to have at the top, like, this was literally a top 5 experience in my life. And so, landscape views on the way back down, I just can't give those a thumbs up.
I enjoy.
I mean, on any other regular hike, I would have been like, oh, this is so cool, the clouds underneath and the vegetation and the locals coming up. Like, it would have been a really cool hike. But, I mean, after, and you've seen it, I mean, now you've seen it, no comparison.
Yeah, what else we're going to say?
Yeah, you do have to have a guide, from my understanding. We did this in partnership with Grand Harvest, and so I'm not sure exactly the price of the guide, but I know it's not too expensive. I think it was like $300,000, which is like $25.
For trip?
Yeah, for the trip. Includes breakfast. They'll stop for breakfast, and then you can even get something to eat at the top as well.
Yeah, we were happy to come back to Grand Harvest Resort.
Yep.
Chill in the pool.
Take a nap.
In our private villa.
That was nice. The private villa was nice.
Another breakfast.
Yeah, floating breakfast.
Floating breakfast.
Yeah, that's always a big plus. But other than that, I mean, it was a great time. And you can do this trip in 2 days, essentially. So you can come from Bali, head up to Gili Manuk, take the ferry, head over, do the hike, come back down. I mean, I'd recommend taking a nap afterwards. You're going to be pretty tired, but you could come directly back. I mean, literally, you don't actually need to get a hotel or anything over there. You could literally do it and just come right back. Because those ferries run 24 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you have time, make sure to visit Mount Brahma.
Oh, yeah.
But it's another story.
As usual, thank you guys for joining Surf and Turf Travel. Make sure to subscribe, like, hit the bell icon so you can be notified when new videos come out. Share with all your friends, and for sure give us comments, because we're always looking for feedback on how to make these better for you guys. Peace out!
Love you. Let's continue meditation.
Okay, assume the position. No, the other position. Just kidding, that was a little sex joke.
First sound on the earth was, you know what? Om was the first sound in this world.
Really? Who said it?
One guy from Bali.
A guy from Bali. It was the first sound in this entire world.
Yeah.
It came from a guy in Bali.
They believe. Who was this?
Yeah.
I don't know who. Dinosaur, probably.
Dinosaur. That was the first sound. Not.
Oh.
I'm gonna have to fact check you on that one.